Hello everyone, good morning India. In this video, we will discuss about the module number 1, which is basic concept of power system. So without any further delay, let's start with today's topics. Now we are going to discuss about the basic concept of power system. So in basic concept of power system, we first start with the basic and the raw definition of power system. तो पावर सिस्टम के बात करें तो पावर सिस्टम इज़ नथिंग बट इट इज़ द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग which deals with generation, transmission and distribution of an electrical power from generating station to load center. So power system is nothing but it is the subject of an electrical engineering which deals with generation, transmission and distribution of an electrical power from generating station to load center. This is the basic and raw definition of power system. अर्थात power system is divided into three parts. Because power system generation, transmission and distribution of electrical power के बारे में डील करता है, so in that way power system is divided into three parts. First is generation, second is transmission and third is distribution. Where generation means It is nothing but it is the process to produce an electric power. Is called generation. Generally, electrical power is produced with the help of synchronous alternator. अल्टरनेटर इज ऑल्सो नोन एज जनरेटर। सिंक्रोनस अल्टरनेटर को सिंक्रोनस जनरेटर भी कह सकते हैं आप, क्योंकि बोथ आर सेम। एंड यदि आप थर्ड सेमेस्टर या फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में मशीन 2 पढ़े होंगे तो सिंक्रोनस अल्टरनेटर से बहुत ज़्यादा अवेयर होंगे। तो सिंक्रोनस अल्टरनेटर क्या करता है कि अल्टरनेटर टेक्स मैकेनिकल एनर्जी एज एन इनपुट एंड जनरेट आउटपुट एज एन इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी। नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट ट्रांसमिशन। So it is also type of process to transmit a electrical power from generating station to a station. Generating station is a place where an electrical energy is generated with the help of synchronous alternator. Yeah, transmission is defined as the process to carry the electrical power from generating station to power grid station. The conductors which is used to carry the electrical power is known as transmission lines या cables. And the distribution is also type of process by which distribute the electrical power from substation to the load center. Load centers are the point या place where all consumes the electrical energy. लाइक जैसे मैं एक कंज्यूमर हूँ, आप एक कंज्यूमर है, मेरे पड़ोसी का घर एक कंज्यूमर है, आपके पड़ोसी के घर कंज्यूमर है, मेरा पूरा विलेज एक इलेक्ट्रिकल पावर कंज्यूमर्स है. तो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर द लोड सेंटर्स. ओके, सो डू नॉट नीड टू वरी अबाउट द लोड सेंटर्स. There are the some terminology from which you can suffer a problem, but there is no need to worry. If you have any problem, then you can directly comment in the comment box of this video lecture. Okay, that's why I can further solve your doubt in a easy way. So ultimately, power system is the subject of an electrical engineering which deals with generation, transmission and distribution of power from generating station to load center. Now we are going to talk about the basic block diagram representation of the power system. So because the power system consists of three major parts, first is generation, second is transmission and third is distribution. So the diagram will be according to that. So here this one is generating station where alternator is used to generate a electrical voltage and one step of transformer is used to step up the generated voltage, and the step up generated voltage is transmitted from the generating station to the power grid station using this transmission line. And after transmitting the high voltage from the generating station to power grid station, at power grid station there is one step down transformer which step down the transmitted voltage, and further it goes to the substation where there is also a step down transformer which also step down the input voltage and provides the useful voltage rating for the purpose of commercial consumers and for the purpose of domestic consumers. So this is all about the block diagram representation of the power system. Now we are going to understand it with a good example in a easy language. Okay, so I try to understand you about the block diagram representation of power system in a easy language, and I ensure that whenever you understand about the block diagram representation of the power system in very well, then you will get a lot of confidence in power system. So keep patience at this point and listen carefully. So for an example, I have considered NTPC Bad Patna as an generating station and Aurangabad Power Grid Station as a power grid station and substation Haspura as a substation, and these two are the consumers, in which first is commercial consumers and second is domestic consumers. The example of commercial consumers may be the small manufacturing company like copy manufacturing company. The good example of domestic consumers is the house of anyone. Okay, and this one is the large industry, okay, which have a need of a lot of voltage. Okay, and the commercial consumers need of 440 volts 3 phase and 50 hertz of supply, and the domestic consumers need of 220 volt single phase and 50 hertz supply. Okay, now there is a generating station where is one alternator is used and another is a step up transformer. Here alternator is used to generate a voltage which may be either 11 kV, 22 kV या 33 kV. For an example, I have considered it as a 22 kV, that this alternator generates 22 kV, and this generated voltage is goes to the step up transformer, which step up the generated voltage from 22 kV to 400 kV, which is very high voltage. 400 kV is not high voltage, that is very high voltage. Okay, you can assume, and this high voltage is transmitted from the generating station to power grid station with the help of this transmission line. Okay, and for the mechanical support of this transmission line, there is so many towers, which structure is like this. Okay, so I assume that you have seen this type of towers. Okay, now at power grid station there is also a step down transformer, okay, which step down the 400 kV into the 6.6 kV, and let there is an industrial area, so there will be so many large industry, so they have a need of power of high voltage. So from this point you can feed the high voltage to the large industry. Okay, so after this there is a substation at where there is also a step down transformer which step down the 6.6 kV into the 440 volt, yeah, 6.6 kV into the 230 volt. Okay, and from this substation consumers can consume the electricity as this way. If there is a commercial consumers, then they have a need of 440 volt 3 phase and 50 hertz supply, and if there is a domestic consumers, then they have a need of 220 volt single phase and 50 hertz supply. So This is the block diagram representation of the power system. So this assumption is only for this example. You can assume anything as per your choice. Now we want to write some quotes on this block diagram representation of the power system. Then first, at generating station, alternator is used to generate voltages which may be either 11 kV, 22 kV या 33 kV. And after this, the generated voltage is a step up using the step up transformer. And this generated high voltage is transmitted from the generating station to the power grid station using the transmission line या cables. And there are various towers which is used to give the mechanical supports to the transmission lines. The graphical representation of the tower is given below. And further, at power grid station, there are a step down transformer which is used to step down the high voltage into 6.6 voltage. And from the output port of the power grid station, the various large type industry takes the own electricity because they have a need of high voltage of electricity. And this step down voltage is goes from the power grid station to power grid substation. And at power grid substation there is also a step down transformer which is used to step down the transformer from 6.6 kV into the desirable voltage, due to which the different types of load centers can takes our electricity. And from the power grid substation, the various types of load centers can take our required electricity. So this is the some key points on the block diagram representation of the power system. Now further we are going to discuss about the objective of the power system. The first and important objective of the power system is the reliable power supply should be available to the customer. Reliable power supply means regularity of the power supply. That means power supply should be delivered to the consumer to the regular basis. And the second objective of the power system is effective protection system should be available. Effective protection system means if in power system there is any fault, then there should be good system to protect from the fault effectively. And the next objective of the power system is rated voltage and frequency must be supplied to the consumers.
Rated voltage
and the next objective of the power system is, which is very important, that cost of electrical energy per unit must be minimum. And the next objective of the power system is generators should be more stable. And the next objective of the power system is flexible power should be transferred. Flexible power means the variation of the power. So these are the some objective of the power system, and this is all about the basic concept of power system. So I hope this video is now clear to you. Thank you.